All right, here we are at Edgar Snowden II, twin brother to the good twin. Today, I'm happy to announce there's a repeat encore performance. Dangling Chad the Psychic is here. Hey, Chad.
Hey, man, you're not going to believe what went down today.
You're homeless.
No.
No.
I was homeless already.
Okay.
As I told you, most psychics are homeless.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was walking, down the street here, and this guy right next to the Middle East kind of motions me over. He's like, "Come here, come here." So I walk behind the Middle East. This guy walks me around, and he has this grocery stroller or whatever with all this garbage in it, and he has some burritos there too. And he's dressed up in like these robes or whatever, and he's really weird looking. So he's all like, "I'm Satan, and if you let me put this UPC code on your head, I'll give you a free burrito." So I'm like, "Can you give me 2 burritos?" And he said, "Yeah." So I got 2 free burritos.
Satan's Burritos. I know it well. A fixture in Central Square. Satan's Burritos.
So I got 2 free burritos, and this guy was like,
And Wacko Tacos.
he's like, "Put this on your head," and then he's like, now you're one of my minions, and we're all gonna burn in hell together," or some stupid shit. Crap like that. Anyway.
You better watch out.
Yeah. So, but it's cool though, because I think I'm just gonna check for him every week and
Listen.
get some meals out of it.
I am an angel, and I am going to save you.
Ow, dude! What do you do that for? He said if this.
Now you
No.
will remain burrito-less.
He said if this comes off, he's gonna find me and take back the burritos. But I've already eaten them, so how the hell is he gonna take them back?
Well, we're going to take you, when we finish here, we're going to go to Wacko Tacos. You're going to have some tacos.
Do I have to wear anything on my forehead again?
No? It's good.
All right.
Okay, Dangling Chad.
You wanted to talk about Airbnb.
Airbnb, yes.
Let me tell the people that were watching.
People have been under a rock.
No, just listen. Okay, so to people that are watching, Airbnb is like if you want to go on a trip and you don't have enough money for a hotel, and you don't have enough money for a motel, and you don't have enough money for a motor inn, and you don't have a car, and you don't know anyone whose couch you can crash on. Airbnb is it connects you with people whose couch you can crash on, and you give them a little bit of money, and then they let you stay
Not
there.
a little bit, a lot.
They let you stay there, and then they assault you and throw you out, and that's basically
Do what
Airbnb.
they do.
So what was your experience like on
Well,
Airbnb?
first of all, last year we did it. We did it in England.
This is when you were assaulted, right?
This is what we were
Verbally assaulted.
Verbally assaulted, and verbally assaulted by a racist, because
This racist in the UK.
my girl is brown, and so she stuck around, but we left before we contracted for 3 nights, and the second night, because she had one of those things in England that you plug in the electric kettles, but my good friend didn't realize it was electric kettle, so she put it on the stove and burnt it. But I saved the day because I offered to pay for the thing, which I did, but that didn't help.
Did the person who owned the house think that because your friend was black that had something to do with it?
Absolutely. First story she told us was that her parents were living there. We never saw the parents. They were
Maybe they're
somewhere
dead.
in the back.
Maybe they're dead.
They could have been dead. But anyhow, she said they were at the back of the house and that they hated black people. Now, why would she say that to us? That was the first thing she said when we got in the car. And then she said, "I'm probably too far out of town for you. Maybe you should stay closer in town."
Is that lingo for racists?
It seemed to be. At first we thought it was just a little odd, but then it got more and more odd as the time went on. So that was then, last year. So that was our last year's Airbnb experience. And this year we got another Airbnb in Gloucester at Vin's house. And Vin put up this picture, but the picture turned out to be another house that they had before this one, so it was a different picture. And then we got there, and it turned out to go to the bathroom, we had to go through their bedroom. Are you listening, Dangling Chad?
Yes.
You don't sound psychic. You sound like distracted.
The dead parents were in the bathroom that you could only get to from outside the house. Right?
So, to continue.
Okay.
Not only that, but they didn't have towels. And you know what happened when my friend, who is a Virgo, which means that she's attentive to details of cleanliness. So she asked for a towel because we thought it was the Airbnb, and we were led to believe that at least you get a clean towel and some like continental basic food stuff breakfast.
Did the host offer to dry you off with their towel?
The host, in fact, you are psychic, Dangling Chad.
I am
That
psychic.
he offered to let her use his towel, which was already wet. Needless to say, that did not endear him to her. And at first, it seemed kind of a relief, because whereas the last year, the experience, the place was like immaculate, but the woman was so uptight that it was like hard to breathe. So that when you were in the kitchen, like you felt her. Dangling Chad.
All the towels were on fire. That's the last thing you said, right?
Dangling Chad. You're going to have to pay attention.
Sorry.
Otherwise, we're going to have to put you at the Buddhist Alzheimer's Artists Home for the Hospiceless.
Is that on Airbnb?
Home for the Hospiceless.
Okay. So, to continue.
To continue. So, needless to say, she did not take him up on his offer to use his towel.
How did she dry?
Well.
She dried well?
Well, indeed. Using the sheets, which was kind of a problem because they didn't have any blankets. Even though it was summer, as it turned out, the first night it got a little bit chilly.
Do you think that this guy would let me stay there for free?
No.
Because I don't really have any place to stay right now.
Let's take a deep breath, Dangling Chad.
Can I stay on your couch tonight?
An ohm is different from a burp, Dangling Chad. I'll disregard that you even asked that.
About
Because
like...
there is no way that I would want you inside. You're an outside person. Have you heard of inside cats and outside cats?
Yeah.
You're an outside cat.
Okay.
All right? Just thought we should keep it clear.
To continue.
To continue. So not only that, not only did we not get a towel, but he said about the towel, he said that the last people took the towel. But it turned out the next morning, the last person, or so they said, actually came by, I think, to look for something. And so my friend asked him to ask her about the towel, but nothing came of it. So then we got home that night, that second night, and she asked about the towels, because I was okay with the sheets. Asked about the towel again, and they said it was in the dryer. But they never took it out of the dryer.
So it's like, is it still in the dryer now?
Could be. We never got to see it. And then the first morning, or the second, is it the first morning? Second morning. She asked about breakfast because there were no dishes, no coffee, no anything that was allocated to the B&Bers,
Okay.
who was us. So we asked about it, and Vin just said no, that breakfast didn't come with it. So, my friend
If you
is
guys
going to
are-
ask Airbnb, because we was thinking that this Airbnb thing may not be all it's cracked up to be.
No, wait. If you guys are
Unless,
No,
here's what we
no.
thought, we could offer a boot camp for wannabe B&Bers. Because obviously, these people have been doing it for a while, and they didn't know the boundaries. They didn't know, and not only they didn't know, but they did not give a shite. If you know what I mean.
No. Listen. Okay, so you stay at Airbnb, right? Mm-hmm. When it comes time for breakfast, I'll hook you up with that guy that I met behind the Middle East. He shows up and he's got burritos, so you could.
Burritos are good, but you can't eat burritos all the time.
No, but they're free. All you gotta do is put that UPC code on your head, and he gives you free burritos. No, I'm serious. I'll show you tonight.
Dangling Chad, if it wasn't for you, Al Gore would be president to this day.
Thank you.
536 votes he lost by. I'm taking a deep breath. It gives me great sadness. There was an opportunity that was lost in that inconvenient truth. Building 7 came down all by itself. It was a miracle.
Yeah.
That's when Ed, my brother Ed,
Yeah.
Snowden, he got a little bit suspicious. And because he was working for the NSA, he thought he ought to take a look at those records and see what the public should know, because according to Ed, they weren't telling the truth. As some state-sponsored fossil fuelists don't.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't ever be sorry. Take a deep breath.
Wait. No, wait. Where are we?
We're at Godot's house. We're waiting. We're waiting for Godot. You might be able to stay here if Godot shows up.
They'd let me stay, like,
They're gonna let you stay if Godot shows up.
because I'm not gonna stay at a place where there's no food, because that's just ridiculous.
Burritos, right on the corner. There's
No, I don't know
burritos.
if that guy's gonna give me any more burritos, because
Well,
you took
there's
the tag
Wacko
off.
Taco. Wacko
Well-
Taco has tacos.
I lost any of the petty cash
And-
I had on a recent business investment.
And you could get the whole enchilada if you listen.
Okay.
And if you pay attention.
Okay.
And if you don't look out the window.
Okay.
And if you take a deep breath. Because you got to be a perfect audience if you're going to get what you get.
Mm-hmm.
If you get what you get, you don't get upset. You do you, and haters hate. Haters hate,
Okay.
and you eat what you kill.
What are you eating tonight?
I'm eating corn, fresh from the farmer's market.
Do you have any extra that
I do,
I could eat?
but you just had McDonald's. Unwisely, I would say. An un-Donald and a Donald Trump-tastic McLatte.
Where am I gonna stay tonight if it
The
rains?
McLatte machine was broken.
No, it was broken, which was really strange because there's supposed to be a high-end, elegant cafe and rotisserie.
McCafe, right across the street.
Cafe and
It
rotisserie.
was pretty low end, as far
Cafe.
as I could tell.
And rotisserie.
Rotisserie, what do they rotis?
The burgers.
The burgers are rotist. Pretty good.
So
Charbroiled, no doubt.
So
with barbecue sauce.
Where can I stay tonight?
You seem to be fixated. You should be Libor rated. Your investments, I hope you've invested in China. Because the market went down today.
No, listen. I have invested heavily and seriously, listen. I've invested heavily in the standing space.
In vendables.
No. I have invested heavily in the standing spaces around the dumpsters in Cambridge. Some guy told me that they're going to be highly sought after as places to lounge around and get free food and socialize. And
Dumpsters are the coming thing.
So
1-800-JUNK.
he said for each dumpster that I get the standing space around, it costs $5. Well, so I bought like 3 of them. So I have the standing space around 3 dumpsters.
1-800-JUNK.
He wasn't very clear about how I'd make an income, but he said that.
1-800-JUNK. That's all. You just need an 800 number and some junk.
I don't understand how this is going to make me money. I think I lost my $10.
It was 15.
I lost 15?
You said you bought 3 spaces.
Oh yeah, I lost $15 and I got 2 burritos.
Well, it all come out in the wash. So what I think is that I think we're starting to attract the perfect audience for this program. And we're going to run, for those of you who are interested and want to get in on the ground floor, we're going to run an Airbnb boot camp. So if you don't want to have the hassle of having finicky people, Virgos, complain about how untidy your Airbnb is and how you have to walk through the bedroom of the host to get to the bathroom and how the shower leaks so there's water underfoot, which is pretty creepy.
At this boot camp, will there be snacks served?
You seem to have a one-track mind, Dangling Chad. You just ate a McBurger. You're not satisfied? You want a McNugget?
No. My psychic abilities demand many nutrients, and I'm still hungry.
Okay. All right. We're going to get you some wacko tacos.
All right.
And after that, the whole enchilada will be yours.
No, wait. I'll rent out the standing space around the dumpsters as Airbnb.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. I know some people, it depends how cheap it is.
Well, maybe
some people would like to go for low-end accommodation, and it sounds like you are staking a claim to the lowest end accommodation.
No, wait, $5 an hour, and you get to go in the dumpster, and whatever is in there for food or snacks or whatever, you get to keep.
It solves your problem.
I'm gonna start that tonight.
It's good. It's good. You can check out the space, so you can say it's been tested. But here's the question: do you have clean towels?
Many of the dumpsters probably have some sort of towel or clothing in it, and that would be available free to whoever was around the standing space of the dumpster.
I guess
time.
Clean is a relative term.
I would be there to help them bathe and find the food. I'll help them.
You would help them bathe?
Well, I would maybe get the towel.
You're sounding pretty kinky now.
No. This is
Dangling Chad.
This is a very reputable business transaction, and people would have the standing space around the dumpster. They'd be able to actually stay in the dumpster. I'd be there to provide them with the deadlines and when they had to get out of the dumpster before the truck would come and empty it.
I'm taking a deep breath, Dangling Chad, because I think you're getting off into a rant.
I think this could be a really big business.
I think this is a time for your medication.
Okay. Do you have any?
It's time for you to self-medicate.
Can I self-deport?
You can self-deport too, yes.
All right.
You can go to wherever you're from. Where are you from?
Just behind the building I was staying there like last night, so maybe 100 feet maybe.
I hope you document it.
Yeah.
You look like a refugee.
No, seriously. I'm an up-and-coming entrepreneur.
Up and coming. Whoa. Whoa. What's
No,
up
there's
and coming
probably not any
about you?
There's probably not any psychic Airbnb places, and I'll be the first.
Psychic Airbnb. That's good. That's good. I like that. So it's conceptual art. Or conceptual Chad in your case.
Maybe I could set up a bed in the dumpster.
Let's take a deep breath.
Hey, say more of that crazy stuff.
Does that calm you down?
Yeah.
You slowing down to half speed?
Say more of that
You
crazy
gotta
stuff.
slow down to half speed.
Say more
Because
of
we
that
want
crazy stuff.
the audience to pick up that this is a spiritual journey with Dangling Chad the psychic. You will take them to the astral plane where Mars is square Venus, and it's time for your Saturn return.
You do that thing where you take these words and you put them together in a really weird way.
Weird words.
Do that now. It's really,
Bit by bit,
it's
bird by
entertaining.
bird,
You know,
bird by bird. I'm here to take a deep breath, not to entertain you, Chad.
tell that story about.
Chad, if
No.
it wasn't for you, Al Gore would be inconveniently president now.
Tell that story about how you circle around the stoma.
Stoma, stupa.
Stupa.
You circle around the stupa clockwise. Clockwise is very important for the right feng shui. You got to raise the kundalini. You got to up your game, your kundalini game.
I've been upping my game.
Along ley lines. You got to do it along ley lines because you need a little geocentric Copernicanism.
I've been upping my game for several days now.
I think you're entering the Bose-Einstein condensate. The double beta decay, Higgs field. I think that's where you're going.
Do more of the
But that's
words.
okay. Where's your tinfoil hat? Aren't you going to contact the spirits?
Don't belittle my lifestyle.
Belittle. That's a good word. I like that word. I'm sorry if I belittled. I would like to. I'm all about be-bigging you.
Listen, I'm growing weary of this because
Whoa, weary. Weary. Oh, take a deep breath then. That'll help you.
when I graduated from MIP, they promised me job placement within several years. It's been,
MIP?
Yes, the Massachusetts Institute of Psychic Awareness.
Ah.
And they promised me job placement in a field where I'd be accustomed to the income. And so
So the
far,
income would be accustomed to you.
well, it hasn't panned out, and I'm concerned that maybe this.
So that's because of the pandemic and the panoramic
So
and the paradigm.
I'm considering bringing a lawsuit against MIP. Class action, all the homeless psychics that went there who don't have work yet, of which there's surprisingly many.
I'm not surprised.
Well, so the only reason we can't do a class action lawsuit is because none of us have like a permanent address. So,
Remember what Obama said, yes, we can.
all right.
Hope and change. It's Hillary against Jebich. Or maybe it's going to be Donnie Trump against Bernie Sanders. I think that's what I'm betting on. It's a long shot, but that's who I think it's going to be.
I don't really care about anything you're saying right now.
Donnie Trump. I don't care that you don't care. So how's that? Let's take a deep breath.
Why are the lights so bright? in
The
here?
perfect audience. We're waiting for the perfect audience. We're kind of wrapping up. So remember, remind the people to pay attention to their intentions and their intuitions as they improvise and are inspired.
How much are we getting paid for doing this right now?
Here at Hamlin, at the Buddhist Artists Home for the Hospiceless, fiat money, fiduciary flat money
Could I sell this for like?
is not relevant.
Can I sell this for like?
It's not yours. You can't sell
Well, no,
it.
I can still sell it if it's not
You
mine.
can't sell it if it's not yours.
No, okay. So if
it's
this
proprietary.
if this is the cost of a cheeseburger, and this is what I can sell that tape thing for, then I've just bought myself a cheeseburger.
You are not making sense. I don't mean to insult you, but I just like a spade is a spade, and a club is a club,
I don't think you're taking.
and a heart is a heart.
I don't think you're taking.
And then there's the Diamond Sutra.
What?
The Diamond Sutra.
Oh no! Come on, man. You're-
Jamie Dimon
Man, my brain's
and
hurting.
his brother Ted
My brain
talking
hurts.
trash. His brother Ted talks trash. I know Ted Dimon. He's a real jerk. Off, way off.
Yeah.
Not a nice man, Ted Dimon. Or Missy Vineyard, who at one point Ted Dimon was stooping, as we say in the Mamaloshan,
I think I have low blood
of
sugar.
Menschlichkeit. You do have low blood sugar, but that's all right. It's not a problem. Because if you fall out, there's plenty of room around the dumpster.